Never save money. Once upon a time, there was a young man who lived by the old rule: save every penny. He worked hard, earned good money, and put it all inside a heavy iron box buried under his house. He wore old clothes, ate simple food, and never bought anything he did not absolutely need. His friends called him wise, and his family called him careful. But deep inside, he felt empty. He was rich in coins, but poor in life. One day, an old merchant passed through his village and saw the young man counting his gold. The merchant smiled and asked, "My son, what are you saving all this money for?" The young man replied, "For the future, sir, for when I am old and need it." The merchant shook his head and said, "You are making a terrible mistake. You are treating money like a seed that you keep in a bag. But if you never plant it, it will never grow." The merchant told him a story. He said, "Imagine you have a bag of rice. If you save it and hide it, you will always have rice. But eventually, it will rot or be eaten by insects. However, if you take that rice and plant it in the field, you risk losing it for a while. But if you work hard, that one bag will become 100 bags next season." Money is exactly the same. If you save it, it stays the same or loses value. But if you spend it and invest it, it multiplies. The young man did not understand at first. "But if I spend it, it will be gone," he cried. The merchant laughed and said, "No, when you spend money on knowledge, it stays in your brain forever. When you spend money on tools, they help you work faster. When you spend money on helping others, they become your friends and allies. You are not losing money, you are changing its form. You are turning paper into power." So the young man decided to listen. He took his gold out of the box. He did not waste it on useless things. Instead, he bought better tools for his work. He paid to learn new skills from masters. He traveled to see new places and meet new people. He spent money to make his life better and to help his neighbors. His iron box became empty, but his mind became full, and his hands became strong. Years passed, and the young man was no longer young. He had achieved things he never dreamed of. He built a big business. He had a happy family, and he was respected by everyone. He looked back and realized that if he had kept his money saved, he would still be the same poor man, just with a box of gold. By spending it, he had turned a small stream into a mighty ocean. He learned the greatest secret of life: money is meant to flow, not to be frozen. The more you give and spend wisely, the more comes back to you. So remember this story. Do not be a prisoner of your own wealth. Do not save your life away. Use what you have today to build a better tomorrow. Spend on yourself, spend on growth, spend on others, and spend on dreams. Never save money. Invest it, use it, and let it grow.